episode 33 of Mike Murphy Unplugged. We are talking about the king of video today. That's right, YouTube. You are listening to episode number 33 of Mike Murphy Unplugged. Learn, create, move forward. I am your host, Mike Murphy. I'm a one-man band, I'm a technology junkie, and I love helping people figure things out. And I am really excited to be here with you today. The goal of Mike Murphy Unplugged, it's to help you learn what you need to know in order to create online content so you can move forward in business and in life. And in this Larry Bird episode number 33, I have 5 big reasons why YouTube should be a central part of your marketing strategy as a podcaster and online business. Let's start the show as always with a question of the week from Ask Mike Anything. For those of you just tuning into the show for the first time, Ask Mike Anything. It's your chance to ask me what you want to know more about. Where are you struggling in your online business? Please head on over to mikemurphy.co. Leave me a question and I will answer it in a future episode. Today's Ask Mike Anything comes from a discussion on Facebook. So, I was told to make my videos 16 by 9 or 1080p. So what is the difference between 16:9 and 1080p for video? Well, I thought this question was great timing since we are talking about YouTube today. The answer is there is no difference. 16 by 9 is what is called the aspect ratio for wide format video. 16 is the wide and 9 is the height. Okay, I'll make the aspect ratio just a little bit visually easier to understand. If I said that the aspect ratio was 1:1, that would be what we use for, say, Instagram, otherwise known as a square, 1:1. So 16 by 9 is wider than it is tall, okay? 1080p, that's referring to the resolution. It is widely known as full HD or high definition. So when you hear 1080p, we're just talking about the actual size of the video is 1920 by 1080 pixels, or P. That is high definition. That's the most commonly found size on YouTube today. And if you keep hearing about 4K, well, that's going to replace 1080p soon. And 4K is a whopping 2160 pixels, twice as big as 1080p. And man, does 4K look good. Okay, now that I've spun your head around, when you hear 16 by 9, just think wide format video. On your TV, you may see black bars on the top and the bottom of the video. That is wide format. When you hear 1080p, just think full HD, and that's what we want to export to YouTube. In a few months, 1080p will be the old and 4K will be the new, but for today, 1080p is what you want to set your videos at. Okay, onward. Let's jump into episode number 33. We are talking YouTube for podcasters. Some quick little facts. Approximately 500 hours of video are uploaded every minute. That's right, 500 hours per minute are uploaded. There are over 1 billion users on YouTube. That's with a B. Google owns YouTube, and that means one thing, search. YouTube is the second biggest search engine next to Google. I could pretty much end this podcast episode here, as with those facts, it should be pretty obvious why you might want to consider putting content on YouTube. But let's talk specifically about YouTube and podcasting. And folks, we are only scratching the surface here today. YouTube has so many advantages for podcasters and content creators. But we're going to start with some of the low-hanging fruit, and I have 5 ways that YouTube can benefit you as a podcaster. Number 1, website traffic and building your email list. Videos on YouTube are a fantastic way to promote your brand and website and invite folks back to your website. My first big tip for YouTube, fill out your profile and all the social media channels and links and descriptions 100%. Get good artwork in your profile pic and keep your branding consistent with your website. Make it look good and professional. Tip number 2, many people forget that YouTube is a social media channel. That's right, be social, answer comments, engage with people, tell people about your site or your podcast or your products. Be you. I think we often think of YouTube as just as a place to go watch a video on how to fix your faucet, but you can engage with people and you are the face of your channel and your brand. So be on your A game on YouTube. Then be sure to dig into all the YouTube channel settings. I cannot go over exactly how to set up a YouTube channel on this, but learn about the annotations and the cards. These are big. powerful ways to put call to actions on your videos and bring people back to your website. Use the cards to promote links and other videos. YouTube cards work on mobile, and they are the most powerful way to market pretty much anything you want through your videos. Be sure to fill out the descriptions of your video with links to your website. The descriptions of your video are just like show notes to podcasts. Be descriptive and be diligent about the links. In the video area, the description area, give away your lead magnet. For example, get my top 10 tips for making money podcasting. Insert the link to your email sign up. Yes, you are selling your brand and marketing, but so long as you are giving people content of value, they want more from you. So are you seeing the power of YouTube so far? We're only on number 1, so hang tight with me. And you know my feeling on practicing and learning your craft. Do your homework. Learn how others are leveraging YouTube and learn from YouTube themselves. There are some great resources. I'll link them to the show notes, but you need to do the work. Number 2, promote your podcast and grow your audience. Make teasers or trailer videos like I mentioned in last week's video episodes. I told you how well Sean McCabe does this. This is a great technique of just making little snippets of your podcast episode. Your About Me video should be on your YouTube channel in which you promote the podcast because you are a podcaster after all. Make videos relating to each episode's topic and get people interested in your show. Brand your channel with podcast art. If your last podcast episode is about microphones, make a video about microphones you discussed and be sure to link the podcast episode. Embed everything! Exclamation point here. Whatever you put on your YouTube channel, also embed it on your website. YouTube makes it so easy to share videos, so be sure to share and share in many places. YouTube also makes it for other people to share. So if your podcast info is visible, well, you know what happens. It's beyond the scope of today, but there are so many other ways to promote your podcast, such as using YouTube Live and Google Hangouts on Air. But for today, we're sticking to the basics of stuff that you publish directly to YouTube. Okay, so number 3, make money. That's right. Although it seems like podcasting is a time-consuming and expensive hobby, we ultimately want to make some money here, right? YouTube can help. It's not easy. It's not always direct, but YouTube can be a big help in this area if you are strategic about your marketing. Okay, let's make money on YouTube. Ads. Turn on the ads for your video. Very easy to do. I'm not making any money yet from the ads, but the more videos you make, the more people watch, the more Google will pay you. Okay, it's kind of like podcasting. There are some big names out there like PewDiePie that are making millions of dollars. Don't expect that at first, but turning on the ads, it's no big deal. People are kind of used to them. You might want to skip those 15-second ads that you can't skip. Those are a little annoying, but they're really meant for the bigger brands. Okay, affiliates. If you join affiliate programs, which I suggest you do, make videos about the products you like and promote and provide your affiliate links so you can make money directly from the sale. This is a big tactic on YouTube. Also, be honest. If you are an affiliate, say so loud and clear. It's no big deal. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about with affiliate marketing, it's pretty simple, and I'll use Amazon as an example. I am a member of the Amazon affiliate program. If you buy products using my link, I get a very small percentage from Amazon. There is no charge to you. Your Amazon experience is exactly the same as any other time you have shopped on Amazon. I'm simply being paid a tiny commission by Amazon to promote the products. I only promote products I use and love, and that is really the only way it should be. So just keep that in mind. Anyway, using YouTube to promote your affiliate products can be very financially rewarding if done right. Products and classes. If you have products or classes for sale, make promotional videos or teasers or individual lessons as sneak peeks to products or courses you have for sale on your website or somewhere else. YouTube can be anything you want it to be, and it is really your personal broadcast channel. So promote, be helpful, and you will get some financial rewards if you have products and services to sell. Number 4, establish your authority. Okay, this pretty much applies to everything I talk about and everything that you do online when you're speaking or teaching your topic. But it can't be downplayed and really should be a big part of your marketing and branding strategy. Tutorials and teaching make people associate you with the topic. By teaching and sharing what you know on YouTube, and if you are creating what you're creating is helping people learn, you are becoming an authority in your specialty area, whether you know it or not. It can be something, and actually it will likely be something that is really easy and natural for you to do. But for people watching your videos, your name and brand is going to be associated as an expert or an authority. This is a good thing because it's going to bleed over to your podcast, as people already like you, they trust you, they know what you're talking about. So naturally, they want to listen to your podcast too. Okay, finally, number 5, creativity and confidence. This may seem out of place on some people's YouTube benefits list, but don't underestimate the power of creativity when it comes to personal branding and development. The more I create and publish things for the world to see, the more confident and passionate I become. It also helps with clarity and fine-tuning your message as you start to narrow your focus, and before long you create a niche for yourself. Now, I'm not quite there yet, but the more I create, the more I see patterns of what I'm gravitating to teaching, and this is powerful for me. It's not easy to upload your first video to YouTube. In fact, it can be quite intimidating for many. I've made some terrible videos for YouTube in terms of production value, but I'm okay with that. It gets easier every single time with experience and practice. The more you do, the better you get. We know this. Also, though, the more confident you become, your audience is going to notice. With all this experience and confidence, you are also going to become a better teacher. So trust and likability for new viewers is going to be a no-brainer. Just like blog posts and podcast episodes and artwork and photos and whatever your outlet is, keep creating, hitting publish. Your YouTube channel will grow, and so will your podcast and your brand. YouTube has 1 billion users, so there are some real opportunities that you really need to embrace and take advantage of. So to recap what we discussed today, the 5 benefits of leveraging video and YouTube in particular. Number 1, website traffic and building your email list up. Number 2, promote your podcast directly. Number 3, monetize and make some money. And number 4, establish your authority. Finally, creativity and personal development. It matters. Some final thoughts here. I know I bombard you with tips and tricks and things that work and things you should and can do, but please, please, please understand, everything I'm talking about takes time. You do not feel like you need to do everything all at once. I started my podcast in September, and I have still not had the time to do most of the things I want and need to do because it takes time, especially if you have a full-time job and family. But if you keep moving along and you keep doing as much as you can when you can, before long, the framework and the rhythm starts to fall in place and click. You just can't stop. I get it too. I have so many videos I need to make, but you cannot beat yourself up, nor should you, or you're never going to get to them. My immediate advice to you, start by setting up your YouTube channel, filling out the profile, get your header and your branding to match your website, chip away at it. Everything I share with you in this podcast, it's for your arsenal of knowledge, so when the time comes, you are ready. Don't feel overwhelmed by all this, but you do need to stay on top of it and keep plugging along. YouTube, it is very, very important. Facebook, also very important. Facebook is really shaking up the technology world. I'm going to be talking about that real soon. These are necessary places for you to be as a podcaster and a content producer. Even if your podcast is audio only, you need to be discovered. As Gary Vee says, go where the attention is. Get in front of as many eyes as you can. And once the connection is made, people are going to start to follow you, and they're going to want to get as much value as they can from you. Video marketing is very effective for brands of all kinds. I really encourage you to make this a major element of your podcasting journey. Okay, so that's going to do it for today. I really hope you found some value out of today's episode, or you got some useful tips, or you got your wheels spinning a little bit on how you might use YouTube as a marketing and social media tool to ramp up your business and grow your podcast. And now for the most important part of this podcast today, I want to thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to listen to this podcast. I appreciate every one of you. And I know I always ask you to go fill out the form or to go sign up for my Facebook group or to sign up for the newsletter. But today, I really just want to hear from you. I want you to either send me an email or a tweet or whatever it is. Tell me what I'm doing right. Tell me what you're liking. Tell me what you want to know more about. I just want to hear from you. Just let me know what it is that you want to know more about so I can tailor and customize this show for you. All right. I thank you for joining me today. I hope you join my one-man band. Together, we can learn, create, and move forward. Cheers.